Seems like we will be getting more mastery challenges in the future. More shrines were already found in the world. Plus we got new leaks about the next festival that is different than we expected. So I want to go over all the details in the video. A like would of course really help me out. And let's go. I started a new Helix credit pack giveaway, which you can enter via the link in the pinned comment. You have to be a subscriber of the channel if you want to participate, and good luck. As you might know, there are amazing items at Reddit right now, especially the flail is one of the best weapons in the game, and these Tyrannus gloves look awesome, but also when you have a second Tyrannus item, which will likely be sold later, you have these amazing electric fists. So if you don't have these items right now, I think it's smart to do the new connect challenges to get some extra opal. They are quite easy to do. You need one dice game. You have to look out for an avenge quest, which usually pops up if you just fight in one particular area. And we also have to do a drinking game. Let's do multiple of them so we get the 10 extra opal for the community challenge. And then you only need 50 kills with a predator bow and with the heavy shield, which you can of course easily complete at the snakes over here. Put the game on easy, save before you start, and then just go crazy. Kill all the snakes, then just reload your save and do it all again. Or maybe when trying to get the gold medal in the Temple Bruff Wolf challenge, you also will get some Predator Bow kills. Speaking of mastery challenges, we of course have 5 shrines in the world right now that unlock after following the mastery challenge quest. But Nathan reached out via the input@JorRaptor.com email address, just like you can if you found interesting things in Valhalla. And Skata, by the way, on Twitter as well, so thanks for that. They noted that there are other shrines in the world as well, and it's over here on the map. You find a fast travel spot here, and they can very easily travel to this location, where we see 3 of these shrines very close to each other. And that is of course weird, because normally we just got one, so not sure if this is an issue where these shrines suddenly appeared in the world, or if they are already preparing multiple challenges in this one location. Worth noting is that these shrines are not the ones we can put in our settlement. That's a reward for the mastery challenges of course, like they got the wing covered over the 3 elements, so the shrines we are seeing here near Vanones are actually ones we can use to meditate to, maybe in the future. Because it is of course obvious that we get more mastery challenges looking at the ending of the quest, and also in the game files as shared online, we see that it's referred to as the first season of mastery challenges released. I mean, the river raids also get brand new maps, so maybe for future mastery challenges we will have to go to this location. And let's now go to the festival location, which has of course been the same spot in our settlement for the 2 festivals that have been released so far, and seems like the next one will be here too. Because before the recent update, this was like a more flat surface. We saw some things here and there, and now after the most recent patch, this was by the way also a secret change, we see way more trees here, even rocks. So they seem to be preparing something. And first we thought that the festivals would be linked to the Wheel of the Year, which had been right before. But now Andy Reloads put up a new video leaking game files, which revealed that the next festival is actually called Sigurblot. And of course a link to Andy's channel will be in the video description. So Sigurblot was a festival about sacrifices to the gods, in particular to Odin, for victory in the summer during raids and the battles to come. And sure, the timeline would not line up correctly, but still for us players, one of the big battles to come is of course the Siege of Paris. So Petter, who digs into the game files for Andy, found references to god offerings and also to a choice to which god you want to sacrifice the bounty. So I'm curious what the impact of this will be. I mean, it could just be a temporary buff, like the feast buff we get right now by ringing the bell in Ravensthorpe, of course, or maybe it's something else. I hope it's more significant than that, but your theories are of course more than welcome in the comments down below. Let's go back to the Sigurblot festival. We namely have to find lost pigs for sacrifice according to one of the leaks, which kind of sounds like the fire pits we had to lit up for the Ostara festival. We also seemingly have to find war letters around Ravensthorpe, which might be similar to getting all the eggs, and sure, I hope they change it up a bit, but I think it's fair to compare these activities to things we already had in the past, because looking at Yol compared to Ostara, we saw totally some familiar things. Also interesting is that Andy reveals that there's a letter which notes that I have heard scouts were sent to Frankia, which very much seems like a tease, of course, for the upcoming DLC. The Act of Bravery activity sounds the most interesting in my opinion. This seems to be a new brawl style tournament where you have to pick 1 out of 3 weapons, which should also indicate the difficulty. So this should be a new twist on the brawls, which were totally my favorite activity during these festivals. And it would have been lame if we had to do more rounds with only our fist. So now we can bring in weapons, which should make it more exciting. A new Orlok opponent should also be part of the festival, and also a new flighting match, which you can then likely do for festival tokens. So yeah, no drinking game, and best of all, no archery challenge was found in the files. The best news, of course, finally no more nightmares, although the lady is still in the settlement. I did not invite her, but she doesn't want to leave. And I would not be surprised if she maybe gets a new purpose during this new festival. I would be down for a flighting match against her, but we will see. No date, of course, for this festival yet, but it's likely part of the next big update, which, if they do stay true to that 5-week schedule, means it's going to drop on July 20th. So then the festival takes place 2 days later. And when we know more about that, I will of course let you know here. So totally subscribe if you haven't already to stay up to date on everything Assassin's Creed Valhalla. A like on the video would really help me out. And totally check out my previous video on a lot of secret changes that were found after the recent update, including a new hidden blade animation. If you haven't watched it yet, you can do so by clicking on the screen, or I will link to it at the end of our photo mode showcase. You can of course send in your shots to the JorRaptor hashtag on Twitter, or by going to the dedicated pictures channel on my Discord, and you can join the Discord via the link in the pinned comment. Be sure you accept the rules, and then you are able to post. Okay Joyce, your turn. You of course as always selected 3 shots from the community, so which one did you pick this time?
Hello. First up is Mr. Prezi over on Twitter, who managed to get a couple of his Joms Viking wearing the Basim outfit, Eivor included. I mean, they are certainly ready for action and looking awesome. I didn't know you could put the outfit on your whole team, did you?
No, I think you just put them on one of your Joms Vikings and then just try and recruit only Joms Vikings with the Basim outfit. So if everyone watching right now puts a Basim outfit on their Joms Viking, we have a higher chance of seeing them, so we can recreate a picture like this. I would be down for that.
Next up is Kada, I hope I pronounced this right, over on Discord, who took this incredible shot of Sunan with the Phoenix skin from the Hell's Damnation set. Must be perfectly timed behind the sun, and getting lots of depth of field just behind the bird creates this stunning effect. Well done.
Really, really awesome. Kind of ho-ho in a way.
Yeah! And finally, we've got Wacky Iowa also on Discord, where Eivor is ready for battle holding a 2-handed sword with a mix of looks like the helm from the Wayland armor set and the Holy Volca chest piece. Never actually thought of this combination, but it gives me this Dark Knight look while the sun comes up behind Eivor. Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. And that must be like the Excalibur maybe, or another sword.
Yeah,
I think it
maybe.
looks really, really cool. Thanks for sharing. Of course, share your shots, and then maybe you'll be in the next video. Subscribe for more Valhalla content, and also check out our previous video on the secret changes, which you can watch by clicking on the screen. For now, we'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.